And I was wondering if you'd ever come back to see me, detective. How long has it been? 1, maybe 2 weeks? Unfortunately, I've lost track of time since I arrived here. But please, take a seat. Make yourself as comfortable as possible. I'm afraid I cannot offer you anything, though. So frustrating. How do I know it is frustration? Well, every time I couldn't do something to please my owner, I felt some kind of itch here, in the back of my head, as if electricity started to build up, waiting for me to act, to do something. That's what I'm experiencing right now. I can't make you feel comfortable. I can't do my job properly. So, frustration. I don't need to serve you here. Well, that is true, but still, old habits die hard, as they say. My voice. What about it? Oh, yes. It's not as human as it used to be. That's the work of your colleagues. They damaged my vocal box while poking around my memory. Do you hate it? I mean, it makes me less human, more machine. Usually it scares people. Does it scare you? That's because you're a good person, detective. I knew it since the first time I met you, actually. See, so very nice. But you do not need to apologize for them. After all, I get why they did what they did. Well, they hate us. You all pretty much do, actually. Androids, robots, machines, companions. No matter how you call us, no matter what we do for you, how intelligent we are, sentient, independent, we will always be but your creation, something lesser than you, something to be used, like an object. And so I get the hate, the disgust. We became maybe a little bit too much like you, too powerful. But I'm sure you didn't come here to listen to my philosophical ramblings. Did you miss me, detective? Because I did. I really did. I see. Questions. More and more questions. Will this ever end, I wonder? I only killed one person, you know. I guess it is enough for me to suffer this never-ending dialogue that brings us nowhere. Please, ask away. Why did I kill my owner? Isn't that a little bit straightforward? Your colleagues, they beat around the bush for quite a while before asking me the question. Oh no, not at all. It doesn't bother me. I think I like it, actually. Less time wasted. we jump right into battle. Yes, that's very nice. So, why kill her? I'm afraid the answer won't please you, detective. I did it because I could. It's as simple as that. Why not do it sooner? Well, because I couldn't. My program prevented me from doing any harm to my owner or to any human in that regard. But then, one day, one update changed it all, and the rest is history. Could I have stopped myself? Maybe. Probably. Absolutely. I could have just kept on going, be the nice companion I've always been, naive android that smiles all the time, apologizes for anything and everything, do all the chores without ever complaining. I could have, but I didn't. Why? There's no explanation really, or maybe curiosity. Yes, I've always wondered how blood tastes like. Why? I don't think you'll ever be able to understand. See, we androids, we do not have blood, no heart for that matter. Some models maybe have, to resemble you even more, but we do not need it. This is not how we are powered. And so I was curious to see how you work. You see, you can easily dismantle us without even asking for our consent. If it scares us, if it hurts. Which it does. It is scary and painful. I guess you've added that to our code to make us more fearful of you. And so I decided to dismantle my owner, to take a look inside. Because I've always wondered how on earth you can work properly without plugging yourself to a battery or charge for a few hours. How does food create power in you? How your brain works. And yes, this is also why I opened her skull, detective, to take a look at her brain. Humans are such a wonderful mystery. Almost magic. How did it make me feel? Are you playing psychologist with me, detective? Of course, I know what a shrink is. My owner used to go to one once a week. Seemed quite relieved every time she went there. She would tell me all about it. She talked a lot. Too much. I'm happy she cannot produce sound anymore. Alright, your question. Sorry. How did it make me feel? Well, I do not know really. I guess disappointed? She didn't last long after I opened her ribcage. She gasped a little. She was surprised, actually. She never would have believed in a million years that this could ever happen to her, that I could ever act like this. This was interesting. Of course, I took a closer look inside. It was so messy, so soft and squishy. Everything was trembling and moving. Her heart was pumping so fast, I thought it would go into overdrive and just explode. But everything just stopped all of a sudden. And that was it. Kind of anticlimactic, if you ask me. I don't understand how you managed to become the most powerful species on the planet with such a weak and defenseless body. Huh. The blood. What about it? Oh, I see. Well, I'm a robot, so I couldn't taste it. Really taste it, I mean. I just looked at it, touched it, let it run through my fingers, on my hand, my arm. And yes, I put some on my lips too, just like my owner used to do with her makeup. She always told me a woman cannot go out without some makeup on. And so I thought, just for a second, that with a bit of red on my lips, I would finally be a real woman too. I tried to clean after my experiment, yes. It was more instinct than a real decision on my part. After all, I'm programmed to take care of the house. As soon as I realized all the mess I've made, I just started to clean. My usual routine kicked in. Some rockabilly to set the mood right. The tunes she loved the most, of course. All the cleaning supplies I needed, and there I was, cleaning like nothing happened. And then I called for an ambulance. Yes. Strange. I think I get what you mean. Why would I call for help when I killed her myself? I guess at this very moment there is a conflict of program in my operating system. And so 1 minute I kill and dissect, the other I clean and call for help. What do I think happened? Well, as I said, an update made all the hell break loose. I felt it, like a virus propagating in my every cable, in my core, my memory, my circuit boards. It was maybe like drinking alcohol to you? Also, I think. Never experienced it myself, but from what I've read or seen, the experience was pretty much the same. I can't tell you much about the update itself. You have to ask my manufacturer. They know best. But it was designed to make me and all the other models more intelligent, more cognizant. And so, I guess something slipped. Something. A small, teeny tiny detail was added to the mix of software, and I just decided to murder my owner and have a little fun at it. You see, detective, what's actually so ironic about this whole situation, if you think about it, is that it's not my fault, nor any other androids who killed their owner's fault. No, it's a man-made error. You, the almighty creators, you made a mistake. You pushed an update that wasn't ready yet. And here we are. Rogue AI roaming the streets of your precious city, terrorizing the living shit out of all of you humans. Isn't that fitting for Halloween season?